It seems that Gaijin's current plan for the addition of 5th gen is 4.5 generation aircraft and 4th gen aircraft getting very modern air-to-air missiles like the Meteor and things probably like the AIM 260. Yet, I honestly think a move Gaijin could make that would be very beneficial to the player group is the addition of a new game mode that is 5th gen versus 5th gen, new generation versus new generation. This would pit things like the Su-57 and J-20 against aircraft like the F-22 and F-35, and would actually be a pretty fun game mode in my opinion. Gaijin would actually be able to fully model some features that just wouldn't necessarily be fair if we had stealth versus 4th gen and 4.5 generation platforms. But against 5th gen, actually could be kind of fair. Now, I don't want to take credit for this idea. It was actually left on a comment on one of my videos saying that 5th generation versus 5th generation game mode would actually be a lot of fun. I was like, that actually is a great idea. I'm going to make a video on it, talking about it, and what I'm actually thinking. So obviously right now in War Thunder, map sizes are a big complaint throughout the community, but Gaijin likes the smaller map games because it gets some more games, gets the premium players who like to just have fast matches, and I don't actually hate getting in and out of matches quickly. I don't like to play 20-minute long matches unless it's something I want to do, and so trust me, I definitely understand both sides of the argument. But in a 5th gen versus 5th generation game mode, new generation game mode as I've said it in the thumbnail, we could have very, very large maps. We could see additions of things that we don't have in normal War Thunder. Things like mid-air tankers, things like AWACS. Like, trust me, you know how fun it would be if you had a 7-hour game mode that you could respawn in multiple times that was, hey, have a bunch of objectives. One, you could escort a Hawkeye or a E3 Sentry or an E7 Wedgetail and have enemy aircraft trying to shoot it down and you're actively jamming to protect it or something. You could have deep strike missions like you're trying to go and blow up a nuclear facility or something like that. There are so many options for a game mode that it's just kind of crazy fun, and it can lead to so many more additions of the game. But obviously in a 5th generation versus 5th generation game mode, we'd see much larger maps. We'd see some pretty cool map designs. I think you'd actually get to see some crazy long-range engagements despite being stealth, because you'd actually have aircraft being able to operate at incredibly high altitudes and just lob missiles like the M120 and the R-37 at incredibly long ranges. I do think a during confrontation game mode should come to the game just outside of a 5th generation versus 5th generation game mode. But I think an enduring confrontation style game mode for just 5th generation aircraft once they actually arrive would be very beneficial to the game overall. And obviously Gaijin's going to have to kind of pick and choose how they're going to want to model some of these 5th generation aircraft, because realistically speaking, they're going to want to make sure the gap between the best and the worst 5th gen platforms is not massive. I mean, they don't obviously want something like the F-22 Raptor to come and be absurdly better than the Chinese J-20 or absurdly better than the Su-57. Honestly, in my opinion, I think they'll make the F-35 probably the best 5th gen for a couple of reasons. Obviously, one, it's going to be what's played by the most of the player base. You'll have the Lightning II in pretty much every tech tree in the game, honestly. Actually, I mean, I think you can see it in every single tech tree we have in War Thunder. So, obviously, it's going to be the most played 5th generation platform. You'll also have the F-22 probably pretty well modeled, the Su-57 and J-20. I think, honestly, it's very, very likely to see the J-20 get modeled and then buffed significantly because of the Chinese player base. I wouldn't be all too surprised if that was the case there. But I do think it could be an enjoyable thing to have Gaijin actually model a 5th gen versus 5th generation game mode. I really do. I think the pros for it outweigh the cons. I think the biggest con, the biggest complaint Gaijin has had over the years for 5th gen or for new game modes is they don't want to take away from the air RB pool. And that is, understandable, I guess. But at the same time, I really think the argument there is utterly useless and kind of pointless. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments on 5th gen versus 5th gen, a new game mode style for these aircraft once they actually arrive, what your thoughts are on that, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and who knows, maybe it'll end up becoming a video if I like your idea enough. And obviously this one was an idea from a viewer. So I appreciate the idea, appreciate the video idea, And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I mean, we're gonna do it. We're gonna grind for it. And also make sure to join the Discord. It's linked down below in the description. We had a admin went ahead and banned everyone, so we're trying to regain members there. So if you were in there, just double check. If you're not, the new link is in the description. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.